Yakriv oisel irtzoinu lifnei Hashem. A korban has to be brought without kfiyah, without forced. Irtzoinu has to be with his own full rotzon. Rashi brings down, if a person does not want to bring his korban, Beis Din forces him to bring the korban until he says roitze ani. Kozman he doesn't say roitze ani, he cannot bring the korban, but once he says roitze ani, you take it. The Rambam in Hilchos Rushin, the end of the second perek, what happens if the husband does not want to give a get? You cannot force a person to give a get. It has to be given with his own free will. Just like a korban. The Rambam says you can force him until he says roitze ani. And you don't have to be choshed that he doesn't want to give the get, because if Beis Din paskin that he has to give the get, he wants really to do the Ratzon Hashem to give the divorce. The Yetzer Hara is the one who doesn't let him. So we force him till his Yetzer Hara gives up, and when he says roitze ani, it's his Yetzer Tov talking. Same thing with a korban. You have to bring the korban l'irtzoinoi. You want to bring the korban, we force him until he says verbally roitze ani. The Shita Mekubetzes in Menochos of Ayin Gimel Lamed Beis brings down, a goy is allowed to bring a korban in the Beis Hamikdash, but he has to bring also nesochim. Comes with wine, and we pour the wine in the Mizbeach. If the goy does not want to bring the wine, we do not force him to bring the wine. We bring our own wine. If a Yisrael doesn't want to bring the wine, we do force him to bring the wine. What's the difference between a Yid and a Goy? So the Shita Mekubetzes says that the din kfiyah, forcing, is only shaykh by Yisrael and not by a Goy. So the Hartzvi says, why is it so that you force a Yid to bring and you don't force a Goy to bring? Why should the Goy be better than the Yid? So he answers with this Rambam. If you force the goy, you're not sure that he really wants to give, even if he says, I want to give. If he doesn't really want to give, the korban is possible. You cannot bring that korban in the Mizbeah. But a Yid, if you force him and he says, I want to give, we know for sure he wants to give. The Yetzer Tov of a Yid is different than the one from the goy. From a goy, you cannot force him, and a Yid, you could force him, and you bring out this Yetzer HaTov.